Hi, welcome to the Burning Man Tarot Spread, done by myself, Nicole, from paganess.com, or otherwise known as Paganess Tarot and Manifestation Coaching. I thought I would play around with a new spread today. I've never done this one before, so bear with me. And I thought it would be fun to run through some tarot spreads. One of the things that I struggled with when I was learning how to read was how to put it all together. So I thought if I did some fun videos on some different spreads, we'll see how many I do. Not sure, this is the first one, September 3, Burning Man, and we'll see how we go, and then you can sort of get an idea of, you know, tarot reading styles. All tarot readers are different, that's the wonderful thing about it, and so you know, the way we read tarot cards, the things that we get from them, the spreads we use, decks we use, everyone's different. They're all beautiful and valid, and it's a matter of just finding one that resonates with you, or finding your own personal style as well. So the cards that I use are the Rider-Waite Universal deck. They are my go-to deck. Yep, so I'll need a better camera one day. But anyway, that's not very in focus, is it? I should probably try and use my phone. I'll try and use my phone tomorrow if it's possible. But anyway, yeah, so I use the Rider-Waite tarot deck. That light's a bit too bright, so let's see if I can make that darker. I'll turn it off altogether. Doesn't really help the focus, does it? That's a bit of a shame. Let me just try this light. Nope. Alright. Note to self, find something else that provides better lighting. But anyway, hopefully you can still follow. I'm going to try and, there we go, that's probably a bit better to show. Oh, darker, do you want darker? Anyway, alright, so you've seen enough of my hand. So anyway, so let's practice this Burning Man spread. We'll see how we go. Tomorrow I might try and use my phone, which will be a better camera, you would think. Anyway, so, Burning Man spread. So this is based on the Burning Man Festival, which started around this time of year in the 80s. So, let me see. I'm getting everything from these books, 365 tarot books. I thought there's so many different spreads in here to try, so I thought I might try some. There's 10 cards in this one, and 10 different questions. So I'll put a note in the comments of the card positions and meanings so that you'll be able to do this spread yourself, and that will be really awesome. It'll be lots of fun. So let's have a look. So I'm just going to shuffle, move this out of the way. So let me just shuffle, and there's 10 cards. Now, so this is where I do my disclaimer. I've never done this spread before. I'm already nervous doing this on camera, so we'll see how it goes. This will either be great, amazing, or I'll fail miserably, which will be fine anyway, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, and we've got 4, 5, okay. So if you're doing this spread, you're going to need a bigger area. Let me move this stuff all the way back. So 4, 5, and we got 6, 7, and then, oh, this is a bit lower, 8, 9. Oh, I see. There you go. It's the space, it's the shape of a man. Of course it is. So if we just do his little legs here, and you can see this shape, and we've got his head up here. So if I just, ta-da, there we are. What if I actually, sorry guys, but all fun and games until someone moves. Look, oh, there we are. Alright. We're just leaving crystals left, right, and centre here. Well, this is fun, isn't it? Alrighty. So let me just, nothing incriminating. Good. Shouldn't have to have a desk where I worry about incriminations, but I do. Alrighty. So There's our Burning Man spread. So we've got cards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to read this. Let's see how we go. So this is the first card. And this one represents radical inclusion. How do I welcome and respect people I don't know? So radical inclusion. How do I welcome and accept people that I don't know? Okay, I guess I'm asking how I do that. Better? The devil. How do I welcome people and respect people that I don't know? Does this mean I look down on everyone? The devil. How I welcome people. Geez, do I look at people? I probably shouldn't be doing this spread. Do I welcome people and what? Respect them? I don't know. This doesn't show someone who respects others. This shows someone who looks to others as what they can get from them. Well, don't read into that. Okay. How can I give unconditionally? The Magician. Whoa. I can give unconditionally by using my powers for good and not for evil. So this is interesting. So the first two cards, radical inclusion. How do I welcome and respect people I don't know? How do I welcome and respect people I don't know? I must come across as closed offish, am I disrespectful? I don't know. I don't feel disrespectful. This is the joy of doing spreads like this. You're not really sure. Okay, cool. And gifting. How can I give unconditionally? So when you look at the Magician in that sort of context of giving unconditionally, it's basically giving your all, I feel. Like giving everything that you have to something, divine inspiration, giving through, as above, so below. So how can I give unconditionally? How can I give unconditionally as the Magician? I can not filter what I say, and this guide's all about filtering. How I can give unconditionally is just to give, make it part of my being, a life of service. So huge contrast. How do I welcome and respect, and how do I give unconditionally? Geez, I'm coming across a little selfish here. Totally not. Okay, third card, decommodification. How can I place less value on things? By leaving those things behind. There we go, the Six of Swords. How can I place less value on things? By leaving them behind and not taking them with me. When you die, you don't take anything with you but your soul, so that makes sense. I'm still concerned about these two. Okay, radical self-reliance. How do I best discover and rely on my inner resources? 10 of Wands. How do I best discover and rely on my inner resources? Through trying everything else. And I work well under pressure. That's what happens. Life is a battlefield sometimes, and, the way that I'm able to discover and rely on my inner resources is to peel back the layers of everything, tear down all my battles, limiting beliefs, and go back to what I'm left with, a little bit battle weary. Number 5, how do I best discover and rely on my inner resources? Hanged Man, meditation. How do I best discover and rely on my inner resources? Meditation and going by your insight, what you think and what you feel and how you go. I'm still not happy with these two. I still want to answer those better, but I'll come back to it. So as you can see, going through a reading, this is not like doing a Celtic cross reading and doing a divination for someone, because then you'll just, basically, it's different to, it's hard to explain. I'd love to find a way to explain it, but doing a spread like this is pre-made, something like this, you try it out a few times before you got a feel for it. But also, the questions are not familiar to you, they haven't come from your intuition, so it's sort of, something interesting. I feel like there's some more discussion there. But anyway, what was I up to? So, Radical self-expression. How do I express my unique gifts? That's number 5. How do I express my unique gifts? Well, I express it through sacrificing for others. I feel like, oh, I've gotten the cards mixed up. How embarrassing. That's okay. This is the first attempt. Oh dear. Okay, so yes, we have the card 1, radical inclusion. How do I welcome and respect people I don't know? I might be a bit closed off from people I don't know. You know, I might seem a little bit weird and give off weird vibes, and maybe I give off the vibe that I think I'm better than everyone else. I hope not, because I actually really don't. So that's interesting. Second card was, how can I give unconditionally? Well, I can just give as part of, I can see it as part of my role on earth to give unconditionally, love unconditionally, divine acts of service. So for me to be able to give unconditionally, I have to see myself giving in the bigger picture. All right, not just to get something or trap people. Wahaha. Any sugar daddies out there? Don't know. Okay, the third one, decommodification. Because remember, this is the Burning Man spread. It's all woke, hipster, organic stuff. No offense to them or us. I should pretend. No, I can't pretend. Decommodification. How can I place less value on things? Well, I got the 6 of Swords, so just leave those things behind. Stop buying possessions. You don't take anything with you but your soul. Really just consider the important things for you. Alright, and how do I express my unique gifts? Oh no, radical self-reliance, sorry. How do I best discover and rely on my inner resources? Well, that would be, you know, sometimes you don't know how strong you are until you have to be strong. You know, how do I discover and rely on my inner resources? Working under pressure, just doing the thing, getting in there, getting into battle, and that's how I'm going to find, you know, my inner strength and resources that I can bring out. So I guess it's trial and tribulations, and you're all along for the ride, and if it helps, and I hope it helps. Anyway, then the next one was, how do I express my unique gifts? So I did get this mixed up before as card 4, but this is card 5. How do I express my unique gifts? Hanged Man. How would the hangman express? You know, I mean, what are these unique gifts that I'm supposed to be expressing? Is that the hangman? Is that my thoughts and opinions on everything? Things that I think about, things that I ruminate on, meditate about. And how can I express my unique gifts? I can connect to people on that level of spiritual seeker. So I think expressing my unique gifts, I think, is just by me being myself, and people will come to me. I don't think there's anything that, you know, I can do at this point to express my unique gifts. I can just live them, and they'll be me, and then they'll come out that way. That's what I'm getting from that one. Now, card 6, which is over here, this is, how do I cooperate with others? Let me just say I cooperate wonderfully with others. Temperance, see, told you, temperance. So how do I cooperate with others? I love being in a group of people. You know, I do talk too much, and it's not, you know, I'm not trying to be distracting. I just love dealing with people and talking to people and doing people-y things and stuff at work. So yeah, so, So what was the question? How do I cooperate with others? As I said, very well. I work well with others, I mix others, I like to get people drunk. Yeah, I cooperate well. You know, there's a divine synchronicity in the way I work with people, so, you know, that's sort of interesting. Okay, and then number 7, civic responsibility. How can I become a better community member? This will be interesting. How do I become a better community member? King of Wands. Oh well, by taking charge and being a leader. Sorry guys, the card said it. I become a better community member by being the alpha male, reaching out and doing my thing, which is kind of opposite to this guy, you know. So you've got, you know, how do I express my unique gifts? By just being myself, I guess, and just not like being in everyone's faces. But how do I become a better community person? By being in everyone's faces. So you tell me. Okay, and then number 8, leaving no trace. How can I reduce my carbon footprint? There we go. How can I reduce my carbon footprint? Ooh, I could die. This is how you reduce your carbon footprint. You die. That's great. Well, if you don't change, the universe will change you. And the universe is going to be all these swords coming at me for the plastics and the straws and the coffee and the rat tests and all that sort of crap. So yeah, how can I reduce my carbon footprint? I can do that by dying. The end. This is a great spread. Okay, number 9. How do I achieve being through doing? Jesus. Okay. How do I achieve being through doing? So by me working through all my stuff, you know, my limiting beliefs, my weight loss, my wanting to create my own business, my trying to be worthy and all that stuff, by me doing that, I will clear out all those blocks and stuff holding me back and be able to like really reveal my purpose and then, you know, start achieving the things I want to do. It's me holding myself back. So that's interesting. And then number 10 is up here. How do I overcome the barrier between myself and the recognition of my inner self by participating in the experience of life? You know, I could really have written these questions a bit better. How do I overcome the barrier between myself and my inner self by participating in the experience of life? Okay. So I think what they're saying is, how do I, you know, get over my ego and become more attuned with how I'm living life? How? Ace of Pentacles. Well, I do that by someone giving me money. Paying out a lot of money. No. It's about, I like that. It's about seeing the beauty and the abundance around you. That takes you out of your head and it puts you in alignment with spirit. So, stop thinking about money as well. That's a good one, because if this is me and this is my figure, these are my legs. Okay, this is my head. And you know, money and abundance blocks is something that I need to work on. So that's very true. But yeah, I find that very interesting. So this is the Burning Man spread. I will put a little, I'll put maybe a little, what's the word? Sorry guys. Picture is the word I'm looking for the layout, and I'll put the actual card positions in the comments of this video so that you can give it a go yourself. Yeah, I'd love to see how you guys read it. If you're game enough to do your first attempt at a spread on video and send it through, please do. It's actually quite scary, so don't analyze me, that's the rule. But yeah, radical inclusion. How do I welcome and respect people I don't know? Please someone tell me the devil can be nice in that one, because maybe I'm just standoffish. And then how can I give unconditionally? Just give. That was interesting. I like that spread. Alright, so that was the Burning Man spread. Hope you liked it. Have any comments, leave them below. If you have any feedback on that spread, to tell me how I was wrong or right or amazing, or tell me how I am not standoffish and cruel and manipulative and all those sorts of things, because I'm not. Okay, thank you for your time. Have a lovely day, and I'm going to go and get on to those questions and go and have some more fun with tarot. Alrighty, bye. Enter.